Hey guys, Ryan right here. I have there's a dog right here. There's a dog. Oh! Come here for a second, puppy. I want to show these guys. This is Sally's dog. Look at this hairy little munchkin. Oh, look how cute she is.
She's been rocking too hard today.
Yeah, I'm such an asshole. What's her name again?
Honey Pot.
Honey Pot.
Hold her bum so she doesn't like suffocate.
I smoked a bowl of honey pot today. Okay, now get off. You're going to distract the viewers from this awesome story I'm about to tell. So recently I shared a story about this time I got a blowjob when I was high. So I thought, like, let's not end it there, okay? I want to make sure you guys get a really good image of me. I'm going to tell you about the time I got arrested. This time was a fun time. I committed criminal activities that you wouldn't think are really like a huge lawbreaker. What happened was I was with my friend Tommy. I'm gonna use his real name. That's how considerate I am. Tommy and we loved to fuck around. Like in 8th grade, we went to school till 8th grade. He was nominated class clown and I was nominated funniest guy. And we both agreed it should have been switched around. Yeah. I still don't know if the guy's funny or not still, like, to this day. He was funny back then, kind of. Anyway, so Tommy and I would love to fuck around after we got out of 8th grade. We would, start off with the usual, you bring girls in the car with you and then you're driving around town because you can now fucking drive at 16. You just shout stuff at random people. That was fun. Or just doing just ridiculous things. We used to open the doors and everyone in the car and look behind us real fast at the person behind us and then just shut the door. And then one time we did door. This is so fucked up. We did door knocking. Do you know door knocking is, Sally?
Is that like Ding Dong Ditch where you just run?
It's way worse than Ding Dong Ditch.
Really?
Yeah. What you do with door knocking is you basically get those strings and then you go really late at night. You have to do it at 1 in the morning to make this work.
Oh my God, to piss people off so bad.
So then you take the string, you need the long fucking strings, you know what I'm talking about? What are those called?
Yeah.
The big roll? So you need those long strings and then you put it to the door knocker, the things that clang against the fucking door, knock.
Yeah.
And then so they take the string and you go back to your car and then you just keep fucking knocking obnoxiously until all it's for is so you can get the satisfaction of seeing someone's reaction to what the fuck is going on outside?
That could fuck people up.
Some people are so tired. Some people are so fucking scared that they'll end up just being so confused. They'll hear the door knocking, but they don't see anyone. And no one's thinking they put a string there, so it looks like there's a haunting going on. Oh man, it was magnificent. I love doing that. We used to steal this guy's water jug. That was a lot of fun. One time he chased us in the car. We would just yell stuff at his house and then steal the water jugs. I used to take, I hope I'm not telling these stories and then someone goes, wait a minute, that shit happened exactly to me. I used to take the lights on people's yards, and I would just steal them and maybe throw them at cars. I broke a windshield once. And yeah, I was just an obnoxious kid back then. Yeah, 16 was a good time. Now, how did I get arrested? Okay, we wanted to take this to the next level. I was at 7-Eleven with Tommy, and then we noticed there was a thing there called the cap gun. Now, the cap gun, it comes with those little caps that I used to smash it with hammers with my friend Brandon Melgar. Shout out to you, buddy. And then we would smash it because it sounded like a bullet shot thing. And I was like, it's only $5. So we bought it, and I was like, okay, what should we do with this? And so the first person we decided to try this on, we took a cap. This is so mean. We took a cap gun and put the caps in it, and then we just pulled up to the sidewalk, and then we looked at a guy for 10 seconds, and he noticed us looking at him, and I was like, hey. Then I whipped out the gun and I shot it at him, and he thought he was gonna get shot at that moment. But then we thought it was so funny. Looking back on it, I'm like, damn, we are assholes for doing that. But the second person was by far the worst thing I've ever done to another human being. After this experience, this man probably went on a spiritual journey. So we were driving around a neighborhood, right? And Tommy always drove his truck, and then we were driving around a neighborhood. And then we passed this guy, and he was walking like 3 dogs. And like these 3 small puppies. And then he turns around slowly. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to circle the guy. So he starts to circle him. I get out of the window. I point the gun, and I'm like, damn, motherfucker! I start shooting, and he starts losing his shit. He starts going, oh God, please don't. I can't believe I did this to someone. He starts losing it, man. He couldn't fucking he really thought he was gonna die right there. So, if you're watching this, I am so sorry for doing that. I know, I feel bad.
I thought you were gonna say something like he dropped all the dog's leashes and they just ran off and he lost them forever. Like that would have been
That would have been way, yeah, compared to that, it's not as bad. But yeah, fucking guy thought he was gonna die because of me.
Well, I would too. One time someone just went out the window and was just like, that at me and with their fingers, and I flipped out and they thought it was funny. But my brother was laughing and then I hit my brother because I was like, that could have been real! I was so mad.
Well,
you're that guy.
I'm that guy. I mean, we didn't stop there. We did it a few more times with other people. Like, they would get shot at and they would go like, oh, like some people thought they got shot and their reflex would go, oh, like that. And girls thought it was fucking funny whenever we did it. So we just did it to make girls laugh, really. Then one day I get a call from Tommy and I'm like an hour away from where I live and I didn't have my own car yet. He's like, dude, you gotta come back. You gotta come back now. I was like, why? He's like, I just got arrested. They have camera footage of me driving the truck, and there were like 2 people that reported us, and he's like, you gotta turn yourself in or else they're gonna come get you.
Oh my god.
So I didn't tell my parents anything. I just fucking was like, I think we gotta go back home. And then I got back home and bam, he shows up, and first off, for some reason I'm like fucking excited and I'm like, I can't wait to tell people this story. This is so funny. I'm about to get arrested. So I went and turned myself in. It was interesting. The man who arrested us, I will never forget his name because he made sure people remembered it. It was Detective Goosens. And on his card was a picture of a goose. That's the detective right there. A real corny detective.
Gooselings, don't you forget it.
Gooselings right here. Like, Tommy tried lying his way out. And normally that works with Tommy. Tommy was great at that. But with me, the second he asked me a question, I was like, yeah, I did it. I was just being really childish and I'm sorry. I fucked up. So I just admitted it. And he actually, I did an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia once. And had a line. And he actually remembered me from that episode. Damn. Him and I had a bond. The time I got arrested, he read me my rights and everything like that. I was in his custody, but did the whole fingerprint thing. Now the cops have my fingerprints, god damn it.